Hold on. Okay. So, okay. Where we last left off, you all continued your adventures, taking up various quests as you found them. One of the quests was to investigate a nearby wizard tower that had suddenly appeared in the middle of the forest, up on the hills. You all decided to head westward to find this wizard tower, investigate it, see what's up with it, and some troubles emerged. First off, you all found an abandoned church with a weird ritual being performed underneath that had strong necrotic energy being emitted from it. Carrion, after defeating the people performing the ritual, these undead creatures, Carrion saw a weird mirror that was part of the ritual, one where they could see everyone in like a younger version of themselves, and on the other half a older version of themselves. Carrion smashed the mirror for mysterious reasons, but I was gonna say we'll get back to that, and we won't actually. Because later on in the day, after investigating the wizard tower and being told by the wizard held up there that he had not been able to exit his wizard tower because of some error within the nearby arcane spring in which he gathered his power. You all investigated the spring, found a shadow, and with one quick strike, Carrion died. You all defeated the power that was within the spring, letting it flow once more. But now you stand outside of this spring, Carrion dead. What do you do?
Um, let's see. Is the map supposed to be here?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't really see it.
It doesn't even say you're in, which is weird.
Huh.
Try refreshing.
Okay. Mm, it says I'm in the game, but like, huh.
Well, I know. You guys be able to see the map? Oh wait, no, this is probably it.
Yeah. But it says
Um,
I'm a player in the game, right?
it doesn't say you were like in it.
Oh, okay. So there's something I have to like click or.
Um, let me put this. Crow and Danny, do you guys see the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. Do you see like the normal
Um,
Foundry screen? It's just black.
I just see the logo for Square.
Oh. Hmm.
Interesting.
Could you share your screen with me? I'll try and troubleshoot it.
Okay. Let me actually do that real quick. Mm. Do you see my screen?
I do not see your screen.
Damn it. Okay. Uh, I'll just send you a screenshot of what it looks like.
Okay.
Silly times. This is just what I see.
Hmm. Interesting. You see a button that says like "Go to Foundry" anywhere?
Yeah.
Click on that.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Let me get music. Okay. Nando and Runa, and I guess Cersei, but we're gonna avoid RP with that for the moment. You have the body of Carrion. What would you like to do?
I think Nando is going to wrap Carrion's body in a sheet and sling them on their back. Try to steady them there.
Easy enough to do. You don't have to do too much work for it. You wrap Carrion up, put them on your back.
I'm not sure. Maybe we should just go to the tower.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's probably the best course of action at this point.
Okay. You guys head back towards the tower. It's not too far away. It is getting kind of late in the day at this point, but you guys head back to the tower, and you see that there is now a doorway on the side of it, and you see that there's like almost like blue floating lights drifting around the tower.
Mm-mm.
You hear a voice go, "Hello? You've done it."
Yes, but at a terrible cost, sir. And I kind of like gesture to the body that's like that is being carried, and I just tell him we lost one of our companions.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Here, come in, come in. And you see the door swing open, and there's a figure there with like long white and gold robes, kind of like a mutton chops that turn into a beard, like an old like Civil War beard almost. Balding head, and then very noticeable gray hair. Older man opens the door. Come in, come in. You're ushered into this tower. You see a spiral staircase heading upwards, and in this first area, you see that is lined with books. Yes, just bring them. We can. I have a place you could put them at the moment. And you see the wizard is like rapidly going up the stairs.
Yeah, I assume that we all get settled
Mhm.
in. And Karen's body is just placed somewhere.
So you all head up, and there's a table set out that's like he like quickly clears with like a really quick spell, like swooshing it like all like the tablecloth and like plates that are set out, and they all like dissipate in an instant. You can place them right here.
Mm.
Nando,
Well, thank you, sir.
Yes. What did you find in the Arcane Spring?
Well, we found that there was a shadow that that may have been the source of why the magic was being blocked within the spring.
Yes, that would likely make a lot of sense. Its very being is antithetical to light, and light feeds the spring from the heavens, so I don't need to give technical explanation of it. And this creature slayed your friend.
It did.
It's a shame.
It just went through them, and they fell as if the life was taken from them.
You see the wizard look at Carrion's face. Well, what is your next steps?
I kind of look at the wizard and I ask him, we were kind of wondering if maybe you had some knowledge as to perhaps resurrect the dead, but not in a necromantic way, but, just bringing them
Yes.
back to life.
Yes, of course. I don't believe I do. That sort of magic it moves against the fates. It's antithetical to what we experience in our lives, trying to bring someone back whose life is taken from them. It may feel like it's too soon, but perhaps the gods think it's the exact right time.
I nod sadly and say, that makes a lot of sense. But thank you anyways.
I do. The wizard looks at Carrion a bit more. There's a strange energy about them. Not that. It's hard to pinpoint. Let me. And he goes up a further set of stairs. Gets a strange device, brings it back down. It's it looks like a magnifying glass that's held up by a clamp. Puts it next to Carrion. Casts a spell. Cersei would be able to recognize that this is detect magic. And it goes through the magnifying glass, scanning Carrion's entire body. They have died once before. But I don't know if that means they could return again.
They did mention that. But I'm not too sure as to how they came back. Perhaps their patron of something.
There is a strong negative energy coming off of their body. Perhaps that has something to do with it. That's quite unusual for a living creature.
Can I roll, what is it called? Like an arcane check?
I think this would be occultism.
Yeah, occultism. Where's everything?
Should be on the right side under actor. Or did I? Oh, I probably didn't do this. Should see it now.
Okay. Let's see.
You gotta
Okay.
press the group 2 folder.
Yeah. I just forgot to put her as an owner.
Okay. Okay. All right.
You, what are you looking for exactly?
I guess I was kind of looking for like signs of like what the patron may be, or like, you know, like sensing like what kind of magic or something like that.
Okay. I'd say you are not entirely sure. You do feel that negative energy that this wizard was talking about, but you're unable to determine what patron it could be.
Mm. I see. I kind of turn to Nando and I'm like, would it be too intrusive if we look through their personal belongings and maybe see if there's any clues or something?
I really don't think Carrion would mind, to be honest.
I see. Can we kind of investigate their belongings and kind of get some clues from that?
Yeah, let me pull up Karen's belongings real quick. If there's any clues you could have.
Yeah, and not the grave rob, but like they don't need some of their stuff anymore.
They do have a lot of good stuff on them. They have. You don't see anything that would like stand out to you as like being potentially about the like what patron whatever they worshipped. You do see they have the bones of a Kolo with them. That was like on their shoulder. They probably have a bunch of other bones as well, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
You see there is a liquid you haven't identified yet. The Onyx Panther, like Onyx like panther head that they had. They also have the cantrip deck.
Okay, so I believe the cantrip deck should go to Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Or Cersei, yeah. And I'll take the Onyx Panther head.
Okay. I will give that to you now.
Yeah. Nando, do you want the unidentifiable liquid?
I'll take the potion.
Yeah, it is a potion. There she is.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that. My alarm just didn't go off for whatever reason.
It's fine. It
That's
does
okay.
happen. I will say you do have to make an account for the thing, and I will have to restart this. But we can RP while you're doing it.
It's alright. I've already done that.
Okay.
I am in the whatever it's called. I don't know.
Okay. Are you in like Foundry proper yet? Or just like the starting screen?
The starting screen.
Okay. Do you see an option that says go to Foundry by chance?
Yeah.
Click on go to Foundry. And I'll do this. Okay. Where was I at? Cersei got the cantrip deck from Carrion's body. Runa got the Onyx Panther. And Nando got the last thing. There's a potion you don't know yet.
Nice.
And there is also 20 gold on Carrion's body.
Oh. I guess we should split it, perhaps.
Okay.
Sure.
We can split that, to be honest. I'll say it's 21 gold just to make it even.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you a little bonus. You guys need it.
Oh. I vaguely remember from a last session that Carrion made like little bone trinkets. If
Mhm.
it's completed, I would like a bone trinket.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably complete just so you have a memento.
Yeah.
Crow, what would the bone trinket have been of?
That particular one, I remember having a conversation with Runa that was asking for like a kind of bone headdress kind of thing, if I'm right. So that probably would have been like the upper half of a deer skull, kind of like smoothed out and sheared over a little bit, so it's not as distinct, but it is kind of a headdress with a little bit of cloth dressing around the sides with some symbols painted on it.
Okay.
Aw.
Perfect.
I was thinking of something a bit smaller. Like, if I remember, it was probably like a smaller trinket or something.
My mistake.
That's okay.
Imagine that, except it's a rabbit skull and it's very small and just a trinket.
Yeah. Like something you could tie around a necklace or something.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
more of that vein rather than the big ornamental piece.
Yeah.
Okay. You get that little trinket for you, Runa. Karen is sitting on the table unmoving.
Should we bury him or them?
I think we should, but if there's some magical mystery here we haven't unraveled.
Hmm. Oh, where's the wizard?
The wizard has left at this point. He like went upstairs to give you guys a bit of space.
Mm.
As you guys are thinking about what to do, you hear a knock at the door. You hear the wizard go, I'll get it, don't worry. And like heads down the stairs to the top, or to the bottom. Opens the door. How can I help you? Bro.
You hear a voice coming from downstairs. I've been following a trail that led here, some kind of strange energy. I have a feeling you've got something in that tower that I would like to take a look at.
I think you may, judging by everything about you. Come on. Leads you upstairs, and you see... Crow, please describe your character.
Coming upstairs, you see a Tengu. They have a very imposing air about them, despite their kind of short stature, standing only a couple inches above 5 feet. They are dressed in this like very well-traveled kind of dark gear. Almost everything on their person has a very practical air about it, with the exception of a couple of things. A sort of makeshift gauntlet made out of holy symbols tied together with red string, a set of coins strung around their neck, and again this red string around each of their weapons displayed on their person, with several knives and a sword. And to their side, attached to their belt, they are carrying this lantern with this kind of ethereal green glow about it. And on their face, around their eyes, also this kind of very vibrant green. There are what appear to be tattoos styled after kind of claw marks surrounding their eyes. And as they begin to walk up the stairs, getting a glimpse at all of you, they have this very steely gaze, glancing around each of you, then looking towards Carrion on the table. They don't say any words to any of you yet, but then they walk over. What exactly are your intentions with this corpse?
This corpse was our companion.
Were you aligned with them in goals?
Well, goals in what exactly?
The church over to the east, the chapel to trying to remember.
Var
Var Margolis. Something happened there. I believe this one was responsible for it. Were you aligned in whatever they did there?
Well, we met them, I believe after that incident occurred. They were just here as an adventuring companion.
I'd like to sense motive on that.
Okay, make a perception check.
I do not have my character sheets. I don't know where that actually is.
Oh, did I get this right? Good, see it on the right side. Maybe I'm crazy.
Under actors, I assume?
Yeah,
Or-
should be actors.
I do not. I only see player character as an empty thing and the party.
Huh.
There should be the groups.
Yeah, you have to press the group 2 folder.
I'm currently under that. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. I thought that was my mistake. My bad. Okay.
It's fine.
Roll perception.
Oh my god.
You don't see Runa lying or any tells that she may have.
If that's the case, you should have killed and burned this thing when you first saw it.
I kind of frown and say, well, what do you mean by that?
Whatever this did at that chapel lent to some kind of very intense spiritual imbalance. I can still feel it on their person even now. They reek of undeath. I have a few ideas as to why exactly that might be, but whatever they are, the answer is not good.
I frown and ask, well, what happened at the chapel?
I have a handful of ideas, but I wasn't there to actually see it. I just was in the area and happened to feel something occur, a massive imbalance as a result of some kind of action. I followed their ethereal vibe, I guess, over towards here. Again, I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened there. All I know is that this one is responsible for it.
Not sighing.
Well, from what they told us, they lost their memory a few months back, and they can't necessarily remember anything that really happened beforehand. And they were, I mean, not to speak ill of the dead, they were a little out of sorts.
Did it never cross your mind that being out of sorts was in fact cover for something, that perhaps they had darker intentions?
Well, we never, I believe, knew that side, but if you're correct, then, well, they're dead already, so.
They are dead, but whatever they were working towards may still have some effect. Even now, I can sense it on their body. There's a energy of decay that persists after death.
Well,
That's why.
We were planning to bury them, regardless, so.
I would recommend you burn them with rites instead. If this energy of decay is as bad as it could be, then it would be better for their body to not be left in the ground where it can still do harm.
I look at the rest of my remaining companions and look at them to see what they would do, I guess.
Yando kind of steps in front of the body of Carrion and says, "Look, you seem very insistent on these things, but and we don't really know much about their past, but when they were alive when they were with us. They were very kind and they helped us survive through our journey. What you speak of, you're going to have to explain more, because if you don't, if
My
you're not
audio
sure
cut
what
out?
really happened at the chapel, then how can
Oh, yeah,
we
that's
be
it.
sure of what you say?
Am I good? Can people hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my audio just cut out for the last bit there.
How much did you catch?
I got. God, I had it in like the back of my head. Part of what you were saying, but not a lot. It was after stepping in front of them, we don't know much about their past, and then that was about it.
Okay, sure. None of us know much about their past, but when we traveled together, they had our back. I mean, we have since gotten into some very hectic situations, and they saved us many times. You're going to have to explain a bit more. We can't be sure of anything you say.
Would I have been able to, based on esoteric lore and vibe sensing up to this point, have been able to get a decent idea of who Carrion's patron might have been?
Go ahead and give me an esoteric lore check.
Okay. There we go.
I'd say with that roll, it'd be pretty hard to find out even still. Like, you would have a good idea that it was some. You would know that it was a god, but not one of the Bright Pantheon or the Dread Pantheon. And you would know it is a very old god. You wouldn't be able to know what god exactly it was.
Gotcha. I haven't gotten an exact clue as to who their patron may have been, but I know it's a god, and a very old one, not affiliated with either the Bright or the Dread Pantheons. Outer gods like that are at times a risk, and the fact that this one disrupted the balance so heavily with one action seems to suggest that it may have had some ill intent.
Can I roll occultism to kind of like see if I might have any knowledge as to like of any gods that are unaffiliated with either the Dread or the Bright Pantheon?
Yeah, go ahead and give me. Actually, I'd say that'd probably be. I'll say it's occultism. It's cult.
Okay.
$19. There's quite a few. Gods of. There's a lot of gods all over the place. As far as ones you think might make sense for this, let me pull up a list. You would know. There's. Well, let me go with the real list, because that list was not doing it. There's like Mavai, god of death. There's Ravan, god of dust. There's Deus, god of fate, maybe. There's Yarsaj, the god of the moon. You know, there's maybe Gafar, god of plagues. There's Chano, god of repose. There's quite a few different gods that you feel like do stand out as like potentially like having a hand in fate, or like having a hand in kind of the vibes Carrion was giving off. That you think might mean something, but it's a bit difficult to tell.
I might have to do some more research on this. But I suppose from what you were saying, maybe it is best to perhaps cleanse their body, at least. Maybe it might put them to rest wherever they are.
Well, as much as I believe this being may have had poor intentions, I am essentially just doing my job and trying to prevent its influence from spreading further. So if there is another way to cleanse the body that you would prefer, as opposed to just burning it, I would be open to hearing that idea, but something must be done.
Can I roll to see if I know any like funeral rites that are like cleansing, but that are aside from burning, I guess.
You want to give me a religion check?
Okay.
I don't believe you would.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm no cleric, so it's not really my forte, but you know, if you do believe that burning the body is the best choice of action, then I suppose we might as well do it.
Any objections from the rest of your companions?
No objections, I guess.
All right. They're going to move forward and pick up Carrion's body, assuming they are not prevented from doing so. And then they're going to start heading outside to look for a decent place to put this foul spirit to rest.
Okay. Anyone objecting?
Nah, I think I just like follow after them.
Okay. You take Carrion down. Yep. You. Yep. Danny.
I think Nando kind of goes to stop them, but it's like, hold on. I mean, can we at least verify this somehow? I mean, he kind of looks to Cersei and the wizard.
I believe this person's a professional. If I'm not mistaken. You are a professional. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Mirais. And yes,
Mirais.
I've been doing this for years.
Cersei's just kind of cautiously side-eyeing the situation.
Well, I guess we're going to bury them anyway, but is there nothing more you can learn from their body? Mirais?
I mean, I could take a look. I'll take a. Can I do?
Like investigation or something.
I'm going over it in my head because I have diverse lore, so I could do a -2 penalty to like recall knowledge of stuff I might see on them, but I have the same roll bonus to perception to like search them, so I don't know, anything I can potentially roll to see if I can glean any more information from their body.
I would say it's either esoteric or perception.
Okay, I'll just do perception because like
Okay.
let me search and peep that.
You don't see anything that stands out. They look like a dead body, and anything interesting they may have had has been taken by their compatriots.
Nothing on their person that I can tell would give me any more information. They don't wear the holy symbol of any deity. There's really not much else to say about that. No cursed artifacts, nothing of that nature.
What about the skull that they were carrying?
With your perception check, you think it's just a skull.
It appears to just be a skull. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else to glean from that. It doesn't have any arcane etchings. It doesn't appear to be physically alive in any way. Nothing more than bones, it seems. I'd welcome anyone else who wants to take a look, of course. I don't want to... I'm not doing this out of strict callousness, but I have good reason to suspect what I do, and I believe something must be done about it before any negative effects can be surmised from their passing.
Can I roll probably
Perception, I think.
yeah, perception. Can I do an occultism check probably? Or would it just be perception?
I'll let you do a occultism check, but what would you be looking for?
Any sort of like markings.
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah, like Mirais did look at their body and didn't find any markings, but I'm gonna try to see if there's like any sort of like maybe like something invisible perhaps, or
Okay, go for it.
yeah.
You don't see anything that stands out, unfortunately.
Dang. Same thing. I'm like, Well, I believe you might be right, Mirais. There might not be much more that we could find, at least. So maybe we should turn to the books, perhaps.
Well, if you intend on doing research later down the line, I would make a note of anything you might see on their person, but whether or not you can glean anything from that, I wouldn't be certain.
Well, I trust Runa on this, so if you think there's nothing else.
I do have a lore skill, maybe academia lore, like, to maybe glean, like, any sort of knowledge that I might have had about, like, patrons or deities bringing people back to life.
I feel like academia lore is more so like knowledge about like universities or libraries or anything like that.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Well, I got nothing.
Yeah.
There are
Anything
no
else?
further objections.
Yes.
If there are no further objections, then I think it would be best to get on with this.
Alright. Nando will carry the body.
Great.
Okay. Carry them outside. How does this burial or funeral or whatever you want to call it go?
Yeah, purification rites, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say if Rise has a hand in pushing for the details, they're probably going to go someplace away from like heavily wooded areas, probably closer towards the beach, just so they don't risk like massive forest fires.
Okay.
Um, uh, get a decent process of collecting some underbrush and such to actually build a sort of small pyre for this body. While they are in the process of doing that, they will go to the rest of the group and ask, are any of you familiar with exactly where this being is from?
I kind of shrug and say, well, from what little I do, what that they told me, all I do know is that they're from far from here. They had a past life and they were brought back to life, and they don't really remember much of that.
No ideas for a homeland, a people, a culture they might have come from?
Do you remember if Carrion said anything to Runa? Because I don't. I look
To
don't remember.
To the best of my memory, Carrion never mentioned by name exactly where they were from.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, I can't recall any names.
Unfortunate. Cultures tend to have burial rites, and those burial rites can be powerful seals for preventing the dead from returning, if done properly, but I suppose we'll have to continue with just the burning. And from there, I'd say Mirage just continues building up this pyre, placing Carrion's body on it, and, once everything has been properly situated, probably a little bit into the afternoon at this point, they perform a speech, kind of just a general act of passing on a spirit, commending their soul back to the gods and preventing their return as they have gone to someplace different, and the kind of idea that it is time to continue and not continue to toil on this mortal plane, as they light the pyre and allow the body to burn.
Okay. I'm going to say, just for a bit of intrigue, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Okay.
Nice.
17. You don't feel anything necessarily from this funeral, but you don't feel anything wrong, if that makes sense. You think you
Good,
did this
okay.
right.
All right. Can all hope so.
Can I kind of sense anything from this? Any, I don't know, some sort of spiritual release or.
Go ahead and give me. What would that be? Probably an occultism check as well.
Okay.
You don't feel any spiritual release from this, but you don't feel anything wrong. You see Mirai's, or was it Mirai's, or was it again?
Mirai's.
That's what
yeah.
You see Mirai's do the funeral rites, and you don't see anything that goes wrong, and you know that if a spirit was released, and this was properly done.
I kind of look at the ashes that are floating into the sky, and like I just murmur, "Goodbye, Carrion."
You say that, and the sun begins to dip below the horizon. Golden light coming from it, ashes floating up into the air. And that's it for Carrion. As eventually the sun begins to set, what do you do?
I will have to turn to the rest of the group, kind of shaking dust off their hands and sand and whatnot. Now for the bad news. You all said that you had been traveling with them for a time.
Yes, for at least how long was this? Like a week?
Yeah, it was about a week.
Yeah. Damn.
Not very long at all.
Yeah.
Well, a week or not, you were around it for an extended period of time. I would like to stay with you for a time to make sure that you do not carry any of whatever it did.
I kind of frown and say, like, well, I probably would have noticed if, any sort of energy was leaching into us or out of us. But like, I try to, like, yeah.
You didn't notice what happened at the chapel to the east. You didn't notice that they may have been following a deity of some ill repute. I'm not trying to question your skills or abilities. I'm just saying that I would like to have some assurance for myself to make sure that you are not going to follow the same path that they did.
Well, I personally don't have any ill intent, nor do I wish to revive myself from the dead. What happens, happens.
Whether or not you revive yourself from the dead strictly is not the issue. The issue is that this being did something to shift the balance in a negative way, and I need to make sure that your intentions are not the same and that you haven't leached some kind of influence from whatever that thing's patron was.
I see. Does anyone have any objections?
Again, we're not really sure what they supposedly did in the east. So
A chapel to Varmar Golvis was host to some undead. That is what I saw when I got there. Corpses that were already in the stages of decay beyond what they should have been. Some kind of magic sigil on the floor. A broken mirror on the far room, something of that nature. Whatever occurred there caused some kind of shift in the balance, and I would prefer to avoid more of that happening in the future.
I see. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have you be with us. I mean, we're down one party member, so welcome to the fold, I guess.
Very well. If I may ask then, what exactly are your plans from here on out?
I don't believe we've discussed anything of that sort. Up to this point, our goals as a group have just been make money doing mercenary work.
Very well then.
Speaking of, if you are to be traveling with us, what do you bring to the table in that regard?
I have traveled for the past 6 or so years attempting to deal with all manner of the unnatural, the undead, devils, demons, the occasional celestial, and odd circumstances, and I have attempted to prevent them from causing disruptions in balance, killing large swaths of people, or causing unnatural phenomenon. I've put together a rather relatively impressive bit of knowledge on the matter, and I know very well how to fight such things.
Sounds workable enough.
And I'm not sure if you know this, Mirais, but within the town that we've currently been working in, as well as the woods surrounding it, there have been signs of just the undead and the sort of necrotic or, just evil presence, I believe, has been surfacing.
I'm familiar with it. That was why I was in the area in the first place, before I felt something coming from that chapel.
Do you still sense something wrong with this place? We've had to clear out undead several times the past week.
Do I still sense something wrong?
Give me an esoteric lore check.
Okay.
You describe how you do this. Like how you scan the surroundings and the general vibe of the area.
When it comes to this kind of sense from Mirais, it's kind of an extension of physicality. It's a moment of sitting there, just taking in the surroundings, not particularly like looking for anything, not listening for anything, just feeling. And when they notice that something is wrong, it depends on how severe it is, but normally it's just, their feathers stand up on end, they might feel a chill down their spine, it might be some kind of strange sensation of cold that builds out from the inside of their chest, but something of that nature, some kind of touch sensation that feels very out of place and wrong.
Yeah, so with that check, you don't really have that feeling. You did before, and now you don't. You do still feel there is like a lingering energy within the air, but it does seem to be slowly dissipating.
Okay. I can't be entirely certain, but I do think that whatever was causing it has been dealt with at this point. There's still something lingering around, but I'll need to keep an eye on it for the future. But I believe that it has been dealt with.
To know.
Okay. See, the sun is getting quite low now. See, the wizard goes, I'm assuming you don't want to spend the night out here in the woods when there's a perfectly fine tower you may stay at.
Yes, I believe we could stay here for a little bit. For the night, at least. We wouldn't want
Are
to
you willing
overstay.
to have us?
Yes, I would be. You did a service for me in helping me with that shadowy issue, but come, follow me. Leads you back to the tower and up a flight of stairs. You see that there is an area with several bedrooms that you may stay at. Feel free.
On the subject of us having helped you with that issue, I believe you did offer something in return for that.
Yes, I may have done so. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was access to his library.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Which,
yes. Feel free.
For Cersei in particular, is rather important.
Yeah.
Feel free to peruse as you wish. Knowledge is meant to be known by everyone. Provided that knowledge does not contain a spell that allows you to do horrible, horrible destruction upon the world.
Well, of course.
I do not have that here, to be clear.
Perception check.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Yes.
You don't think
Cersei
they're
will
lying.
also.
Yeah, go for it.
Or there's that button.
You're not sure. Miraz, you are pretty sure they're not lying. They're just, yeah.
We're just being silly.
Yeah, just being a little silly.
Gotta make sure, like, some fuck-ass wizard doesn't destroy the world.
Mhm.
You know, like, every once in a while, just be a little certain.
Hey, can't be too careful about wizards.
Yes, this is my instantly cause the flesh to melt off the bones of every creature in the nearest mile spell.
You gotta have one of those.
The nuke spell.
Mhm.
I've been working on my nuclear fission spell for the past year.
But yes, you may peruse the library as you wish. Make sure I'll set up something to eat. Not much of a cook, but it's either like go down the stairs and towards a kitchen you would have passed by as you were heading up.
Make sure to season your food.
Okay.
Well, I'm also interested in the library.
Mm-hmm. If you guys are looking at the library, is there anything in particular you guys are looking for?
Oh, seriously, you want to go first?
Old spell books that might be lying around, anything she could try to copy down for herself.
Yeah, there would definitely be a few of those. I'll say make an Arcana check just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. That's pretty good. I'll say you find 3 spells that might be of interest to you. I don't have them written down, but I will look through them real quick. While I'm doing that, you like look through the spell books, seeing anything that might be of interest to you or spells you don't have. A lot of the spells there are a bit more complex than you're used to. So you quite aren't able to get those just yet. But while you're doing that, Runa, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm mainly looking for spells or anything to do with kind of the gods of the lizard folk and the god of, like, you know, the cat folk.
Yeah, you do find some information about like the various gods that there are. I'll say go ahead and give me a religion check just to see what knowledge you may glean.
Okay. Religion.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You look through the books, trying to find anything, and you see one that stands out to you. That is like information from Dredora, the continent that is far to the south across the sea. You know that cat folks and lizard folk are there, and that would be the area where this clash between those gods happened. So take out that book, you read through it, and you do get some additional information that might be useful for you. I will write that down, and I will send that to you at some point.
Yay, thank you. And also, anything to do with, I guess, if teleportation spells go wrong.
Yeah. I'll say, I'll continue with that at 20 to give you a little more information. If a teleportation spell goes wrong, several things can happen. It could just be they appear in a different place. They appear in a place that is similar but different from the place they intended to be. They could teleport into a mountain and die instantly. Or some weird thing could happen where they teleport to some other place entirely, like another dimension.
Oh, okay. Alright. I guess that's it for me.
Okay. I'll say you learn, or you have the ability to learn. You'll have to write this down and spend time writing this down, Cersei, and money. You could learn 500 toads, because I love that spell.
500 toes!
It does exactly what you think it does. It summons 500 toads. You could learn Scorching Blast, which is just damage. And I'll say for the last one, you could do Flens, which is a very fun spell.
Friends.
No, not Friends, Flens.
Oh, Flens. Okay.
It is the opposite of Friends. Yeah. And you like to spend time learning any of these spells.
I have the magical shorthand feat, so it takes 10 minutes for me each.
That is
so I can
true.
probably just try all 3 of them.
Yeah, let me. I think it reduces the cost as well, so let me check that. Takes 10 minutes, regardless. That's crazy, to be honest.
It's if I succeed, it just costs half.
Okay.
So I spend 1 GP per
Okay.
for first level spells anyway.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a Arcana check. Or 3 of them, I guess. First one's a critical success. So it'd be like 5 silver. Second one is a success.
Which becomes a crit because magical shorthand.
That's true.
Damn.
Second one is a failure, so you will have to try again in a week. So I will put that in there, and I'll take away a gold for each.
500 toes.
You do get 500 toads in Scorching Blast.
When will we need 500 toes?
I don't know, but it will
Don't you
be...
need 500 toads?
The answer may surprise you.
500 bumbleclad toads.
I did add those
Dude.
to your character sheet.
Yeah. We need to eliminate the mosquito population.
Entirely.
5,000 toads.
If only there's a way we could get 500 toads here really quickly.
The ever reliable 500 toad spell.
Okay. With that, you learn those spells. Ando or Mirais, sorry. Anything you guys want to research?
I could take like a cursory glance looking for some info on like gods of the criteria that Carrion might have been, still itching in the back of their mind exactly what that could have been.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a religion check. Or occultism. I'll say your choice.
Oh boy.
I did say that a little late. Okay. You struggle to find any information that might be useful.
I fucking hate this wizard's like organizational system.
Yeah, it's
Makes
very,
no sense.
very unorganized. Cersei
Yeah,
and Runa, who have academia lore, are like struggling right now and like kind of fuming about it because they've spent time in libraries, presumably.
Like, where's the
Mariah's
Dewey
like,
Decimal System?
It's terribly organized.
Mariah's is like looking for a fucking book on distant gods, stuff like that, and they pull out just a recipe book, and it's like they just close it and walk downstairs. That's it. That's their final bit.
Not even alphabetical order.
Nando, anything you want to research?
Is there anything musical?
Probably. Go and give me a
Musical.
performance check.
Musical taunts. There should be a book on musical taunts to frustrate your enemies.
Ooh, another nat 1.
Oh!
You are also struggling with this. Terrible organization. Mariah puts away that recipe book. You think maybe that book has some music information. You take it, and it is, again, just recipes.
How to make the best roast beef.
Mhm.
Got a killer ceviche recipe in there.
You guys are going through this library, scrolling through, or not scrolling through the books, just flipping through the books. Eventually, partway through this, your studying time, you hear a little bell, and you hear the wizard say, "Dinner's ready."
What is the smell that I sense?
You smell roast beef?
I'm not like really enthused about the idea that he was making that without the recipe.
You know what? I'll roll first. I'm gonna roll just a flat check to see
If
how
it's
good
good
this
or
food
not.
is.
You
Okay.
know the recipe by heart.
You guys go up.
Surely.
You see dinner plates set out again. It's like the same dinner plates you saw him like instantly like disappeared but carried on the table. Like there's a large like platter of like sliced roast beef. Ah, yes, this is my own recipe. I made it myself, so please, I hope you do enjoy.
Runa loves meat, so she's gonna dig in immediately.
You dig in, it's got like this sort of like peppery taste to it. It's really good actually. I did roll well on the
Okay.
flat check.
So you did season it.
Yes, I know how I know how to season food. Trust me. Wizards are the best chefs there are.
Well,
I don't believe that for 1 second, but
Well, if it doesn't taste good, you just do a little prestidigitation. It'll taste great.
you're right.
I didn't do this in that circumstance, but I could have.
Really, casting a spell and making roast beef aren't really that different. So yeah, I can see how the skills would transfer.
Precisely. Well, I do hope you enjoy. I don't believe I introduced myself. My name is Garth Greyward.
Goth?
Garth Greyward.
Oh, Garth.
Garth,
Okay,
yes.
Garth.
I thought we finally found our goth GF.
Big titty wizard Goth.
Just. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'll say.
Humongous knockers.
It's just still an old man. It's like. With that, go ahead and roll. Everyone roll a society check upon hearing the name Greyward.
Society.
Yeah.
We live in a society.
We do. That's true.
I don't think I live in a society, guys.
You haven't lived in a society for a while.
No.
Yeah. Nando either. Runa and Cersei, you would have heard the name Greyward before. You would know that within the kingdom of Belal, there's been a bit of drama recently in that the Legion of Belm, who established this kingdom, has been divided between a number of factions. people higher up generals within the army, notably, hold on, Helene Greyward and Adamus Raventhrone, who were higher up generals under the King Rangar of Belal. They've split up, left the kingdom of Belal, and have decided to form their own independent nations, separate from this
Whoa.
kingdom. And
Wow.
one of them is Helene Greyward, and there is Garth Greyward here.
So, Garth, your family, it seems as though there's. Well, I don't mean to get into the politics of it all, but there's quite some trouble brewing in your home country.
Well, I don't really have a home country. I've been around since far before the war.
Oh, I see.
But you mentioned my family. I've not talked to them in eons. What are they up to?
Huh. Well, it seems as though there's sort of a split, and I guess some factions have formed and they've decided to build their own. Was it like kingdoms or something?
Yeah, they're gonna split off and form their own kingdom.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I haven't heard anything about that. I haven't. Who did you say it was doing so?
I don't. I'm so bad with names. So.
Yeah, it would be Helene Greyward.
Yeah, I mentioned Helene Greyward.
I've not talked to Helene since she was a small child. She's my granddaughter.
Oh,
Assuming it's the same Helene, it could be just the same name. It's been a very,
Yeah.
very long time.
well, maybe you should check up on your family if you could.
Yes. Actually, you're all adventurers, yes?
Yes.
Would you be willing to deliver a letter? Potentially to the Grey Wards. Yeah, I'd have to
I look
draft
at
it
it.
up, but
Mhm.
I'd pay money.
All right. Sounds good enough for me. It's just a letter, right?
Yes, it's just a letter, nothing more. I haven't even written it yet.
Okay. I look at everyone else and I ask them, well, does everyone have someplace to be, or? Because I'm not opposed to delivering this myself.
I don't believe we have anything more pressing going on. We can deliver a letter.
I have no idea where they are personally, but you seem to have a better idea of the current situation than I. I've been isolated for far too long.
I mean, that's fair. Are you retired or?
Retired? I'm just a humble wizard who's been away from the politics and the world for quite a while.
That's fair. It's always nice to be a hermit.
It is, yes. But it's also nice to have people enjoying the meals you prepare.
That is true. You do cook a mighty fine meal.
Yes, it does taste better than boot.
Very fair.
I may have taken a bite of that the other day.
Oh, goodness. We weren't gone for that long.
Yes, but I grew so hungry.
A little boot curious.
I can relate. I may or may not have eaten forest boot once.
Oh, my goodness.
It doesn't taste very
I've eaten a little bit of boot myself.
Oh. Well, me
I
personally,
indulge in boot.
Well, me personally, I just slaughter a chicken and eat it raw if I'm hungry.
Oh. You need
Well,
to learn
if
how
I
to
was
cook.
starving.
Chicken tastes much better when you cook it.
fair. Sometimes it just the urge gets to me, and I just want raw meat.
Rise kind of like side eyes that a little bit with a very intense gaze, but turns back to eating.
What? Perfectly natural. My ancestors did it one time, at one point in time.
But they don't continue to do. Never mind.
It's only in the most pressing of situations, alright? I don't do it all the time.
Well, really, you shouldn't be eating raw chicken. You'll get sick.
That's fair, but I'm a cat folk.
If it's fresh enough, maybe not.
Like sashimi.
Salmonella waits for no one.
Well, with that, you guys have a lovely meal. Eventually, you guys are getting tired. And I presume you guys are going to go ahead and rest.
Yes, we all need a rest.
Okay.
Very badly.
You do all need a rest pretty badly. So everyone go and press long rest. I don't think you've spent spells on this version of Foundry, but is it on the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, you guys go to sleep. Have a pretty nice night's rest. The beds are pretty comfortable, which you guys are probably not super used to. The tavern you guys have been staying at before had very rough straw beds. These are more like feather. Eventually you guys wake up. Morning's yours.
I wake up.
Sorry, I'm looking into the harrowing reading that I can do.
Oh yeah.
I assume I can cast it via ritual.
I don't know if I put the ritual in. Oh yeah, it is here.
Yeah. Let's see what happens when I hit that.
Oh.
I'm not sure how this would work in relation to like getting a specific suit for Harrower.
Oh, specifically for heroin, I think it's a different mechanic. Let me check.
Okay, gotcha.
So roll I believe it's a D4. It's a D6.
Gotcha. I'm kind of blanking a little bit. Is there a specific like?
You can type /roll space 1d6.
Okay, gotcha.
6. So any check that is not a strike, a reflex saving throw, a fortitude saving throw, a skill check, or a will saving throw, which I don't know if there's a lot of, you can reroll once a day.
Okay, cool.
Okay. You do that. You draw the card. You get one that has the crowns on it. I don't have a hero deck, so I don't really know what that means. But you get that. Anything else?
Gotcha. That'll be it for me. Miraz is a very early riser, so they're probably already like waiting outside the tower for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Rise.
I was about to say that. Okay. Anyone else?
Can I check out like my crafter's book and see like what like recipes I could, or stuff I could craft or whatever?
Yeah. I don't think it's in that version of Foundry. I can send you a screenshot. It would take time to craft.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'll just like brainstorm ideas on stuff I could craft in the following days.
I will say one of the more important things you could craft are runes.
Ooh.
You can only craft a few runes at this level, but one of the big ones is the +1 potency rune, which just like gives a weapon a +1.
Oh, nice.
So that could be useful for
Very nice.
a few people, probably. You do that. Cersei, Yando, anything?
I don't really have anything in mind.
Go ahead. Make your way out of the
Ooh.
tower. You see Garth is waiting there for you and like hands you all a letter and says, "Try and deliver this directly to my granddaughter if you can." You see that there's like a gray seal on the letter. Just it's a very basic letter. I'm just saying, how is my granddaughter doing, that sort of thing. She may ask you to send a letter back, but if she does that, she'll pay you gold, probably.
Yeah, of course. Well, we'll make sure this letter gets to her quickly and safely.
I do have one more reward for all of you because you guys look through my library and you are free to come back anytime you wish. But you see, he like summons like something in his hand and a staff appears. For any people who may be able to use this, this could be useful. And it is a staff of fire,
Ooh.
which I believe the only person who can
if
use it is Cersei. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
I will hand that to you.
Oh, one more thing. By any chance, do you know what this is? And I pull out the like cat head statue that
He like looks over it, and this is a talisman of some kind. I believe your friend Mirais here would have a good idea of how to use these, but the basic is you just wear it on your person, and then you activate it. It has some magical use for it. This one is used for cloaking yourself in shadows.
Ooh, very interesting. I would like to keep it.
Yes. Well, good luck in your journeys.
Oh, Nando, were you gonna say something?
Yeah.
Thanks. I was just gonna say, if someone knows anything about this potion liquid, perhaps, Mr. Grey Ward.
Yes. Let me take a look at it. He like examines it for a second. This is a cheetah's elixir. A lot of cat themes, strangely enough.
Hmm.
It upon drinking it makes you a little bit quicker for a minute.
Nice.
I have identified that for you.
Thanks.
If there's nothing else, I bid you farewell.
Yes. Farewell, Mr. Grey Ward.
Good luck in the rest of your travels. And you
We
begin
need it.
to travel. Yeah, you guys definitely do need it. You guys begin to travel back. I'm just finishing something up real quick. I added the staff spells for you, Cersei. You can see them in your spell list. But continuing onward, you guys just taking the most, how do I say it like that? The most direct route back to the town?
Yes.
Yeah. I think actually before we leave, Nando's gonna go in front of the pyre and play a little song on the flute.
Aw.
Okay. You do that. I won't make you roll a performance check. Play a nice song in remembrance of your friend Carrion. is a nice little moment for you, but you eventually return back to the group and continue your travels. Woods are pretty rugged, so while you're traveling, you can just go around the same path you did, not wanting to go deeper into the woods and potentially run into a dangerous situation again. Eventually, the day comes to an end partway in the forest. I'm gonna say, for watches, I'm gonna say it's Nando and Miraz.
Right.
All right.
In the midst of these kind of preparations, once we have everything set down and, campfire, bedding, all that sort of thing, Rise is kind of like a little bit scary in their head on a swivel kind of way, where they like sit down on their knees and they are very calm and very patient, and their eyes are just very wide with these, bright green colorations to the eyes and the marks around them. I imagine probably a little bit of time passes into the night. Things are relatively quiet, but eventually they will say, "I am sorry for my callousness around the death of your friend. I don't mean it to seem that I am careless, but I believed something must have been done in that situation."
I think I gathered that. I wish I knew more about Carrion before they passed.
I understand. I apologize that you didn't have that opportunity.
That's how it sometimes is, right? You don't have the time.
No, we don't always have the time. Sometimes things just happen, and the things we love are gone in the blink of an eye. I understand how that is.
So you've been traveling around seeking out these strange goings on, right?
For a few years, yes. I dedicated myself some time ago to doing whatever I could to prevent catastrophe from coming, from any massive upsets to the balance of anything. It has been a very active profession for some time, especially with the war. Things are a bit of a mess in quite a few places, and at times there is need for someone like me to do what they can to prevent any further catastrophe from coming from that.
Is this balance, do you mean in a general sense, or is this referring to something?
It's a bit difficult to describe. At times I believe that I feel something, that I can tell when the scales are shifting, when there is too much death in a place, or in rare cases too much life, that's people are preying upon others. There's misery, there is an upwelling of emotion, of fear, of anything of that nature. I can at times, I believe I can feel things going wrong. Again, it is difficult to describe, but I have personally seen that when things like that are left unchecked, that there can be dire consequences.
I think I understand, although I have no skill with magic or the occult. A lot of things can go wrong after everything that happened.
They can. And I myself have very little to do with the arcane or the occult. I've read up on some, and at times, again, I do believe I can feel something is wrong at times. But aside from that, everything I do is of a more eclectic nature. But as I said, I do believe such things are necessary. So I do my best to ensure that I can maintain some sort of balance with what little I have.
I'm gonna say both of you give me perception checks.
If I can figure it out.
It'll be on the left side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh, okay. Forgot.
Okay. That's pretty good. I'm gonna say, Ando, you see this first. There are a pair of golden eyes staring at you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Hello? Is something there? Nando picks up Warhammer.
Pick up the Warhammer. I'll say, Rise, you see this as well. But Ando, you're the only one who's able to make out the actual like form of this thing. It is a small, or maybe not, like thin gray wolf.
A wolf.
Boy, does it look hostile?
With that perception check, it's not like baring its fangs. It's not like moving to attack. It's more so just watching and very, very slowly approaching.
Interesting.
Seems to be alone, right?
Yeah, you don't see anything else.
Have we got any like dried meat and rations or anything of that nature?
Yeah, you probably have quite a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of that out. I'm gonna put it on the ground and then back away from where the wolf is approaching.
You see the wolf like speeds up just a little bit, goes over to the meat you drop, sniffs it, and then eats it. Then
Nando is
still
gonna
staring
get-
at. Yep.
Sorry. Nando's gonna try to get closer slowly.
You slowly, step by step, getting closer and closer. I'll say go ahead and give me a nature check. You get closer and closer. DC's not particularly high because then you just gave it food. Also, that is just barely a success. You step forward. The wolf like shrinks down a little bit because you're quite big, but doesn't move away.
I think Nando kind of stows the hammer and bends down, reaching a hand out to the wolf.
Reach a hand out. The wolf sniffs your hand, still seems a little scared by your presence, but doesn't run away.
Easy, friend. I guess Nando can give it some of his rations as well.
Give it a few rations, like dried meat. Eats it up happily. It looks. You get a better look at this point. It is quite thin. Seems to be a younger wolf. But it eats up the rations without complaint, seemingly. And after it does so, it sits there next to you, not running away, seeming a little bit more de-stressed than it would before. Anything else?
I think Nando sort of sits down next to the wolf.
Okay. I'm gonna say give you another nature check.
Okay.
Okay. You like lower yourself sitting down next to the wolf. Doesn't seem to be moving. It seems to be a lot more calm than it was before. Now that you've fed it, you let it get used to you a bit more. It seems to be calm.
I give Marae's you just see a smile in the darkness.
They are incredibly stoic about the whole thing. They're still like plastered with a very calm expression and these intense eyes. Just try to prevent that thing from eating anyone while they sleep.
Sure.
Continues on for several moments more. Wolf seems to be next to Nando, not running away. Seems to be quite calm, almost friendly towards Nando.
The wolves in the forest are free. You can just have them.
No one can stop you from taking them.
Exactly.
With that, Nando, if you eventually get up, the wolf follows you.
I think he's actually gonna spend the rest of the watch with the wolf there at that spot.
You saw the wolf again seems friendly towards you. Like, not cuddling up with you or anything like that, but does seem to appreciate your presence and you giving it food, of course. With that, you continue your watch. Eventually the sun rises. The wolf has fallen asleep at some point, and if you were to get up, it would wake up as well. And with that, I believe you guys will probably continue your journey. So,
Free pet wolf.
you do have
Free
a
wolf.
animal companion now. Because of Beastmaster.
Free wolf.
Free wolf. Wolves are free.
Nice. Wolves in the forest are free.
Yeah, you just wake up and you see there's an animal, a wolf, at the campfire.
I yelp instinctively and try to climb up a tree. Like, why is there a wolf?
We made another friend.
Is it tame? Or where'd you get it from?
Just came out of the woods, you know? It's not tame. It's an animal.
And I like do a perception check on it, like to see like if it's just like a regular wolf.
Yeah, go give me a perception check.
Uh,
Let's see.
how come I can't find perception? I could see like
It's
everything
always,
else.
It's on the left side.
Looking at my sheet and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay. Wait. Took me a long time to find it.
You rolled it privately and I cannot see it.
Oh shit. Okay. You're right. Damn. Alright, let's try that again. That was even worse.
You think this wolf is evil. You think it's an evil spirit wolf. And is come to kill you.
I like try to climb up the tree again. I think this thing has ill intentions.
You see the wolf like growl towards Runa.
I hiss back at it like
I think maybe it just doesn't seem to like you.
come. I mean, it's a wolf.
It's a wolf, but it's taken a shine to Nando. I mean, Nando, shit, I keep forgetting how to pronounce that. I apologize. It's taken a shine to him. It doesn't seem to be overtly hostile to anyone else.
I wonder if it's a racist wolf.
Nando's gonna... He seems to whisper to the wolf and pats it. Give us some space.
I mean, canines and felines have historically never gotten along.
With that, you guys continuing your journey?
Yes.
After a few hours of travel, you guys end up passing back next to the church you guys fought at. If there's anything you guys want to do with that.
Mirage.
Yeah, is there anything like especially like does it still feel evil basically?
Go and give me an esoteric lore check.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh no.
You don't know.
That one.
It looks like a church. You're not sure if it was evil to begin with. Maybe you're crazy.
That's possible.
Unsure if the church is evil, if it's just that wolf.
Yeah, the wolf's
Maybe
giving
it
you bad
is.
vibes right now.
Kind of little bit of a side eye towards the wolf, like reconsidering for half a second, like, maybe Rune was right. Maybe. Put it in the back of my mind. Church seems fine. Let's continue.
The wolf yawns. You guys continue your journey, eventually reaching back to the town of Tarava.
Let's go.
You'll notice
Let's
this map is a bit
go.
emptier, and the only thing there is a merchant that does not look like a merchant. It looks like a healer's toolkit.
Wow, healer's tool.
The healer's toolkit is the merchant.
A healer's toolkit. That's crazy.
Is it just me, or does that person look a lot like a healer's toolkit? I've never seen anything like that before. I've met some strange people. I have never met someone who looks like an object.
I am getting major healer's toolkit vibes from them.
Right. It's odd because I know it's a person, but they get healer's toolkit.
With that, I'll say the session is coming to an end because I do have to go soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll let you guys shop before you do. And one thing that is important to note, there are exactly 3 healer's toolkits in the shop. Because I feel like that's really important for you guys to get.
Oh, no wonder the person is a healer's toolkit. Well, I would like to get a healer's toolkit.
Yeah, it might be useful.
Yeah, perhaps.
Ow.
Additionally, I'll say you guys have the opportunity to do downtime next time we play. So if you guys want to do that, probably look through the options for downtime. Just Google them or whatever.
Okay.
I know Runa expressed interest in crafting, so maybe that.
Yes.
Otherwise, that's it.
Yay.
Is there anything I can buy that would be remotely useful? I have a feeling I could use a net at some point. I don't know what that's for, but I could use a net.
You can figure out something.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do some Scooby-Doo shit with that.
Nice. Oh, where do I find the items pile?
Hmm?
Yeah, where do I buy the...
Oh, you double click on the healer's toolkit.
Okay.
But you might have to be closer to it, like your token.
Okay. Alrighty.
Did someone ever buy the crafting book or something like that?
Yeah, Runa did.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to take a look at it, I could, like, pass it to you.
Yeah, I'll take a screenshot of it so you can see everything you craft.
Yeah. What's storage? Is it just, like, an extra backpack?
Yeah, it's just an extra backpack.
Okay. Would we potentially need something for cold weather?
Probably not, but it's really up to you guys. If you guys feel like
Okay.
you want to go to the mountains or something, I'm not going to stop you.
Alrighty.
There are a lot of options for you to craft, but
Nice.
and that doesn't include, like, you can craft things without having the formula for them. It's just harder,
Okay.
and I would recommend crafting runes because that would be useful.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, has everyone bought stuff?
Yes.
I have this.
I think we're good then. No?
Yeah.
I'm free next week. Is everyone free next week?
Yes.
Should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you guys then. Hopefully for a bit of a longer session.